Many years ago, in a busy Nigerian town filled with vibrant life and colorful surroundings, lived a young woman named Nkoyo. Nkoyo was incredibly beautiful, a true masterpiece. She was average in height, with a figure that drew eyes wherever she went. Her eyes sparkled with a lively glow, and her smile could light up the darkest of days. People couldn't help but turn their heads to admire her as she walked past them, often murmuring praises to the Almighty for such a marvelous creation. She was a rare beauty, and words alone couldn't fully describe her. Because Nkoyo was so beautiful, she attracted many suitors from far and near, men from different places. Charmed by her sophistication and her attractiveness, sought her hand in marriage. However, Nkoyo had other plans. She was still young and wanted to enjoy her freedom before committing herself to any man. Nkoyo was haunted by a childhood memory. She remembered how her aunt had been left alone by her husband and did not want that to happen to her. Because of this, Nkoyo vowed to give herself a higher education that would guarantee her safety in the future in case of a failed marriage. Even though her parents were worried, Nkoyo did not care about their worries. She was not looking for the right man. She was only waiting for the right time. Nkoyo enjoyed the way men fell for her beauty. Married men would wish they had met her before marrying their wives, and some of them lavished lots of gifts on her. She finished her secondary education with excellent grades and was admitted into a prestigious university to study engineering. It was the start of a new chapter in her life, and she embraced it with passion. The university experience was thrilling, with new friendships, academic challenges, and an exciting social scene. Nkoyo quickly became very popular on campus, not just for her looks, but also for her intelligence and lively personality. And as expected, many young men were drawn to her. She enjoyed the attention, but remained cautious. She dated several men during her university years, especially for their money, but none of them won her heart completely. Her friends often teased her, calling her the heartbreaker of the university. But Nkoyo believed that she deserved someone truly special, someone who would understand and respect her independence. One of her admirers, named Egosa, stood out from the rest. Egosa was not only wealthy, but also deeply in love with Nkoyo. He was determined to make her his wife and went to great lengths to prove his love. He showered Nkoyo with expensive gifts, took her on luxurious trips, and even traveled with her to her hometown to meet her parents. Her parents loved Egosa, who didn't hide his love for Nkoyo and proved it with actions. When he saw that Nkoyo's parents lived in an old Ikenga house, he consulted with them and built a new house for them. His devotion was evident, and he believed his impressive gesture would eventually win her over. When Egosa finally proposed, Nkoyo's parents were overjoyed. They saw in Egosa a perfect match for their daughter, someone who could provide for her and loved her unconditionally. They thanked God for blessing them with such a wonderful son-in-law. They pressed Nkoyo to accept his proposal, emphasizing all the benefits of such a union. One day, Her father said to her, "Nkoyo, my daughter, Egosa is a good man. If you marry him, you will not regret it." "But Papa, I am still very young. I need time," Nkoyo said to her father. Egosa pleaded with Nkoyo to marry him, but she said to him, "Egosa, it is not like I don't want to marry you. I just need some time to plan myself." "We can plan together," Egosa cut in. "Thank you so much for the things you have done for me and for my parents. I am very deeply grateful. As per the marriage, I need more time," Nkoyo said. However, Nkoyo was not moved. She thanked Egosa for his love and generosity, but told him she was not yet ready for marriage. Egosa said to Nkoyo, "You know that I love and respect your opinions. If we get married while you are still in school, I will take care of your education until you graduate." Nkoyo replied, "I know, but the truth is, for now, I am not ready for marriage. I do not want to make a commitment that I cannot keep unless you are willing to wait for me." Nkoyo did not love Egosa enough to marry him. She only loved the money and gifts he lavished on her. Whenever she needed money in school, she would call Egosa and he would send it promptly. Egosa really loved Nkoyo, but she returned his love with wickedness. Sometimes, when Nkoyo received money from Egosa, she would go and spend it with one of her numerous boyfriends. One day, Egosa called to inform that he was coming to visit her at school over the weekend. Nkoyo did not argue. She asked him to send some money so she could get provisions before his arrival. Egosa sent her the money. By the weekend, Egosa arrived at her campus and called her mobile number. "Nkoyo, I am at your hostel. Where can I meet you?" Egosa said. "Oh, sorry. I went to check on my cousin and don't know when I will come back," she replied. "What should I do?" Egosa asked. "If you know where my cousin is staying off campus, come there or find somewhere to relax. I will call you when I return," Nkoyo said rudely as she hung up. Egosa waited for a long time and kept calling Nkoyo, but she kept giving him excuses. Finally, Egosa decided to find a hotel as it was getting darker. Just as he walked towards the Senate building, he met Nkoyo's cousin coming out. They exchanged greetings, and then Egosa asked, "Please, where can I find Nkoyo?" She said she was with you when she spoke on the phone. "With me? I haven't seen Nkoyo for 2 weeks, so," Nkoyo's cousin replied. Egosa stood speechless for some time, then said, "Please do me a favor. When you see Nkoyo, ask her to call me or wait for me at your place." Egosa stayed for 2 more days, but still, Nkoyo did not show up. He was heartbroken, wept bitterly, and then returned to his workplace. On the 3rd day, in the evening, Egosa's phone rang. When he reached for his phone, it was Nkoyo. "I am sorry that I couldn't see you over the weekend when you came," she said. "Enough of your story," Egosa cut in sharply. "Thank you for the embarrassment. I am not a baby. I can read the handwriting on the wall. Though what I am about to say hurts me so much, but it's time to say goodbye." With that, Egosa hung up the phone. That was the last time Egosa and Nkoyo saw each other. Egosa later found someone who truly loved him, and 6 months later, they were married. As time passed, Nkoyo continued her studies. As she approached her final year, she met Itoro. Itoro worked with an oil servicing firm in Port Harcourt. He was different from all the other men she had dated before. Itoro was doing well, but he was not as wealthy or extravagant as Egosa. He had a calm and gentle nature that Nkoyo admired. He was kind, understanding, and treated her with genuine respect. Nkoyo felt she could control the relationship, and for the first time considered the possibility of settling down. After graduating, Nkoyo and Itoro decided to move in together. They found a beautiful apartment in the government reserved area (GRA), an upscale neighborhood that promised a comfortable and peaceful life. For almost 2 years, they lived happily, enjoying each other's company and building a life together. Nkoyo felt secure and content, believing she had finally found her Mr. Right. However, life had a cruel twist in store for her. One afternoon, as Nkoyo was preparing lunch, her phone rang. It was Itoro's younger brother, Ubong. Ubong was calling to congratulate her on their traditional marriage ceremony. Nkoyo was confused and asked Ubong what he was talking about. Ubong, who was still on his way to the marriage venue, was also confused and explained that he had only received the invitation late and was still on his way. Ubong promised to call Nkoyo once he got to the venue, as he was not yet sure of the information. A few minutes later, Ubong arrived at the venue and was shocked to see that his brother was getting married to another woman. As promised, he took pictures and sent them to Nkoyo. Nkoyo almost fainted when she saw the pictures Ubong sent her. She wept. My own Itoro, marrying another woman? Itoro, why? What did I do to you that you have humiliated me this way? Nkoyo cried her heart out. Nkoyo's heart sank. She couldn't believe what she was hearing and seeing. The horrifying truth was staring at her. Itoro had been seeing another woman and had gone ahead to marry her in secret. Devastated, Nkoyo confronted Itoro when he returned home. Itoro could not lie to Nkoyo. He came with a few of his friends to pack some of his personal belongings. Before he left, he apologized to her. Nkoyo, Itoro said, I just discovered I don't love you anymore. I did not have the courage to tell you this. I have paid 3 years rent for this flat. I hope you can continue from there. God will give you your own husband, a man who will truly love you. Itoro carried some of his belongings and left, bidding Nkoyo farewell. Feeling betrayed and heartbroken, Nkoyo watched as Itoro packed his belongings and moved out to live with his new wife. The apartment that once felt like a safe haven now felt empty and cold. The emotional aftermath of Itoro's betrayal was overwhelming. Nkoyo felt a profound sense of loss, not just of Itoro, but of the future she had envisioned with him. In the days that followed, Nkoyo struggled to come to terms with what had happened. She felt a mix of anger, sadness, and regret. She reflected on her past decisions, wondering if she had made the right choices. She realized that she had often prioritized her desire to remain free over the potential for true happiness and commitment. Nkoyo understood that she had been so focused on maintaining control in her relationships that she had overlooked the importance of trust and mutual respect. As she navigated through the pain, Nkoyo found solace in the support of her family members and friends. They rallied around her, offering comfort and encouragement. Her parents, although initially disappointed, reassured her that she had done nothing wrong. They reminded her of her worth and the importance of not settling for less than she deserved. Nkoyo decided to take some time off for herself. She focused on her career, pouring her energy into her work and personal development. She rediscovered hobbies that she had neglected and even picked up new ones. Nkoyo also sought counseling to help her heal emotionally and gain a deeper understanding of herself and her relationships. Months passed and Nkoyo slowly began to rebuild her life. She started to regain her confidence and sense of purpose. She realized that her experience with Itoro, although painful, had taught her valuable lessons about love and self-worth. Nkoyo understood that while it's essential to enjoy life and maintain independence, it's equally important to choose partners who share your values and vision for the future. One evening, as Nkoyo sat on her balcony, watching the sun set the horizon, she felt a sense of peace that she hadn't experienced in a long time. She knew that she was on a journey of growth and self-discovery, and she was determined to emerge stronger and wiser. Moral lesson: life is about finding a balance between enjoying the present and planning for the future. It is important to value yourself and make decisions that align with your long-term happiness and well-being. Trust and commitment are the foundation of any strong relationship, and it is crucial to choose partners who share your values and vision for the future. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe, share, and also drop your comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. Thank you for watching. Until I bring another story your way. Bye bye.